Righto.
We're into sport. We doing manual or we doing?
Oh, whatever you like. Just don't leave it hanging on the limiter forever.
Oh,
Yeah, ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
sorry
ding,
about
ding. Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's strong. This, if you can believe it, is a Mini. My first car was a Mini. My second car was a Mini. My third car was a Mini. My first one cost me $200. This car, new, costs, wait for it, 350 times that amount. I just cannot get my head around that. It also looks to be a little larger than my Mini. In fact, this car weighs a ton more than my Mini weighed. Get your head around that. And I'm willing to bet it doesn't drive anything like my old Mini either. So let's go and find out. Look, this isn't the usual kind of proper car review I do with Mark. It's just two old farts talking a lot of nonsense. So for those of you who do want the serious car review, here it is in less than 90 seconds. What do we got? Mini Countryman John Cooper Works ALL4 with all the fruit. Kitsch for kitsch's sake. Forget about the whole British racing green pommy heritage nonsense. It's a German hot hatch made in Holland in a small SUV wrapper. Not a huge amount of space, but not too bad. 2-litre turbo rocket motor, 225 kilowatts, 301 horsepower, 450 newton metres of torque right across the rev range, 8-speed auto, goes like stink. Sounds pretty good too, so you can turn off the fake sound in the cabin, if you can figure out how to do it. All-wheel drive, grips like buggery, decent seats, pointy steering, 4-pot Brembos, sticky Pirelli P0s, goes good. Stops good too, despite the brick lugging 1.6 tonnes before we put our fat asses in it. Confusing dash, all those circles made me dizzy, just plain weird. You probably figured it out one day, but we didn't. It might be thirstier than you expect if you gun it a bit, which we did, but if you can afford this car, you don't care about that. Alternatives, similarly priced performance all-wheel drive small SUVs with more than 200 kilowatts, I would suggest, and this is the bit where you need to pay attention. BMW X2 M35i, very nice, or the Audi SQ2, also very nice. Volkswagen T-Roc R, didn't think about that one, did you? Or the new boy on the block, the Cupra Ateca or Formentor VZX. All of those last ones have the same lusty VW motor in them. They're all really good. But if they're not quirky enough and you've fallen for the cool retro shtick of the Mini, just buy your Mini, put the snowboards on top, and the thing will drive itself straight to your chalet at Thredbo. Right, that's the review. You can go now, but only if you click the like button first. Or you can hang around and listen to us hilariously talking shit for the next 20 minutes. Your call. Now don't tell me Pauline chose this one as well.
Yes. This has nothing to do with me, this one.
How did I guess? Did she just arrive home in it, or did she...
No, I had to drive it to pick it up, so I had to know about it.
No surprise, this one.
Actually, this was the second one. Same coloured Mini before this, only a diesel.
Oh, okay.
It was a beautiful little car. Man, she said, I want the John Cooper Works, more power. I think the diesel was 160 kilowatts, and it was so good on fuel. Notice this is really noisy.
Yes. Are these run flats?
They are.
Not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan neither, Stuart. Actually, I think these Pirellis are noisier than the Bridgestones. Mr. BMW must have known best.
Well, what's BMW got to do with it? This is a Mini.
BMW make Minis.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But they're British.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
But, and people put Union Jacks on the roof and Union Jacks on the mirrors and stuff. Oh, you nearly hit 12 kilowatts then, round the corner. Hey, easy boy. Okay. 180.
225 actually.
225.
225 they are, yeah, twin turbo 2 litre.
That's more than my old Porsche 928.
Yeah, well the little, when they first released this motor, they won quite a lot of awards with this BMW.
Those clever pommy engineers. Sorry, German engineers. I'll have to get that right by the end of this. You know, I was so excited by my first Porsche 928. That was my first car with 300 horsepower, 221 kilowatts, V8. And this Mini, not only does it have more power, it actually weighs more. This morning, driving through the country town, the smell in the fresh countryside of hay and flowers, and it just smells nice getting out of the city. Till you get into town and look, diesel. All you can smell driving in the main street is diesel.
A lot of diesel vehicles in the country. We'll go for a drive down the main street and have a look.
Rodeo,
1, 2, 3, 4,
Land
5 in a row over that side.
5 in a row?
Would that Jeep be a diesel or a petrol? Here's another Mini. John Cooper Works, but he's only a little
mate.
one.
Yeah, mate. Hello, and we got a wave.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. Pretty girl.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I think she was waving to you, Stu.
No,
Wouldn't have been the car.
get off the grass. Even the local cops drive diesels.
Yeah.
You can tell because it's got soot all over the back of the paddy
They're easy to
wagon.
get away from. You notice it's a very smart
Kia.
town, young.
Hilux, Prado.
You know, did you notice that?
Yes, it's a very nice town.
It's very smart, isn't it? Yeah, there's
It is
no
smart.
electric cars down the main street.
No,
Did you see that?
no. But it's a
Yeah.
very green town. You run on
We run
renewable electricity.
The whole town, yeah, from Burrinjuck Dam.
Good for you. And your water supply?
The water supply comes from once it's been through the turbine.
Yep.
We drink it. What we don't use, we return back into the river system,
And you send
and it flows on down to the next town to use.
And send
it's
some up
recycle again.
Brilliant.
That's what we do in Australia. Did you know that? That's why you don't want to live in the last town down the river.
Okay. Well, is this what you do in your Mini? You just pot around town?
Well, it's a town run around.
and talk.
This is what we do. This is Pauline's town run around. You need 225 kilowatts to get to Woolies in under 48 seconds from home. So.
If you haven't seen the wide range of cars we've been lucky enough to fang around in, please have a look around our little channel and help us make it a not-so-little channel. Plenty of exciting cars already there, and plenty coming too, so do subscribe, maybe click the like button, or even leave a comment like, "Hey Mark, don't let Stuart drive," something like that.
They reckon smoking's going out of fashion. Have a look how many smoke shops we've got in Young.
There's one.
There's one. Here's another.
Tobacco station.
Not a service station, but tobacco station.
You got a gun shop along here?
Yep, we've got guns. We sell
Of course
guns.
you do. This is Rednecksville, the reject shop named after me.
Yep.
It's got a name.
It's a Countryman.
It's a Countryman.
All-wheel drive.
As the Member of Parliament said when he stood up, took out his pipe, stood up in Parliament, said, "Well, you city people, I'm a country member."
And
some of the opposition guys
No, it's a different sort of
said,
country.
"I remember."
I remember.
Yes.
They've tried to make it look like the Minis of old, but it does and it doesn't. It's circular theme like they had, and the taco.
What are these coloured lights around the
Oh,
side?
this is revs. You watch the further you rev it up,
Oh,
the further it goes. It's much quieter now. Did you notice that? But that was
slight change of road surface. Yeah.
no. That was also I just switched off the speakers in the cab. Watch the speakers come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Has it got synthetic sound in here?
A synthetic sound for the exhaust.
Please turn that
Off
off.
sport. Don't you like that?
No, don't like synthetic sound. All right. Man, it certainly goes.
It does go.
And it sounds good too. It's a nice raspy kind of...
That's on the speakers,
Is it?
and the exhaust flap open. Now
Okay.
we close them up. So we'll just go on to quiet mode now. So this is bank robbery mode now.
240. Whoa. This goes like the Maserati.
Probably might give the Maserati a run for its money.
Bloody well would. My Mini didn't go like that.
No, well, not many Minis do, because this is
No.
the most powerful Mini that...
Are there any options you don't have on this car?
No, it's got everything on it.
Your wife.
She's actually the rev head between us out of the two of us. Yeah, when we were first dating, she was showing me all the pictures of her cars that she had, GDR XU1s, a 760 Valiant Chargers, and then a two-door Falcon with a big V8 in it. And what did I have to show her? A HRU and a Hilux.
But she was going, yeah, I'm not so sure about this guy.
Yeah, no.
I think I can do better.
Yeah. You know what she says about accelerators, Stewie? She reckons they wouldn't put all that space underneath them if you weren't meant to press them right down.
Can I tell you a joke? Oh, yeah, slack. Old mate with the python out, siphoning the python. Yes.
You heard the joke about the horse and the chicken on the farm, did you?
Tell me about your horse and the chicken joke.
Oh, righto.
15 agonizing minutes later. Here comes the punchline.
Yeah, here comes the punchline.
Yeah.
When you're hung like a horse, you don't need a Harley Davidson to pick up chicks.
You're terrible, Muriel.
Well, while we're waiting to find some good roads, I'll tell you a joke.
Righto.
Don't stop me if you've heard it before.
Right, okay.
This guy's walking along the street and there's a homeless man down on his luck sitting there. And he says, listen, mate, can you spare $20 to help an old bloke feed his family? This guy says, oh, sure. Hang on. How do I know you're not going to go and buy booze with it? I gave up alcohol like 15 years ago. I said, oh, okay. All right. Hang on. How do I know you're not going to go and buy some bits for your sports car? And he goes, mate, I had to sell the sports car 20 years ago. And he said, seriously? He said, yep, I did. He said, okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You're going to come back to my place. We're going to give you a nice hot shower, freshen you up. My wife's going to cook you a fantastic meal, and I'll still give you $20. And the guy says, really? Why would you do that? That's very generous of you. He said, not really. I just want my wife to see what happens if you give up alcohol and sell your sports car.
Right.
Okay, you in sports mode? Are you using paddle shift?
No,
manual?
I'm not. I'm in...
Look at
hang
the
on.
potholes. Whoa.
Oh, we'll go around them.
Geez, and there's plenty of loose gravel on the surface too.
And the car sticks well to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see that pothole?
Yeah, I did. You flew over the top of it. Here we go. Go, Mini.
Plenty of gravel.
Yeah. Okay, here's a nice crest. Whoa, off Camber Crest over the brow. I'm glad you know where you're going. No problem, mate. I have total trust in you.
We're not going
Anyway,
fast, Stu. We're only sitting on 100.
It's quieter now than it was in town. Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's strong.
What about
Well,
this next 6Ks?
I think I'd
Oh, sorry,
roll off it a
Stu.
little bit. Oh. Yeah, that's strong.
It is strong,
and it
isn't it?
sounds good too.
But all-wheel drive too. You can
Yeah,
really
yeah.
feel it gripping in that corner, can't you? See the white?
Yeah. You just watch where you're going.
I know this road like I can drive with my eyes closed. Watch this. See this, Stu? Just do what I do. Just close your eyes.
I'll try it. Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Do you do that too when you're driving?
Yeah.
Tell me when I should close my eyes. Now, before this corner? How much did you say it cost?
I think it was 82 inclusive.
Holy mother.
That was all in.
That was all the options.
All the options.
So it's 400 times dearer than my first Mini.
That's right.
I underestimate. People thought I was making that up. It is a better car.
Slightly, do you think?
So this is the same motor as in the M135i.
It
BMW.
is. And same transmission.
Yeah. This
So
is
this one-
1,646 kilos,
Yeah, they're pretty heavy, aren't they?
but my original Mini, 589 kilograms.
But the one thing about this that your Mini had that this doesn't have a rain detector on it like the Minis, the early model Minis had.
A rain detector?
Yes, as soon as it started to rain, they stopped. Remember the water got in on the distributor cap and they stopped?
Yep. Dimensions, this car is 1.2 metres longer than my Mini.
A full pallet.
It's 420 millimetres wider.
It's quite big inside, isn't it? Like, you know,
It's 210 millimetres taller.
I think we've come to the conclusion that it's nothing like your original
It is.
Mini.
I think people probably knew that, but we got round to it in a very laborious way, but it's a wonder it doesn't have 3 axles, this thing.
There to turn left.
No, I don't want to. I don't need your instructions, Shirley. God knows how we figured out how to cancel route. You can push that.
I'll tell you how to cancel a route real easy. You're fat and ugly.
You cannot say that on video anymore. No offence, mate, but isn't that the pot calling the kettle black a bit? Can't take you anywhere.
Righto. I changed it one day to a bloke.
Did you?
Male voice on it, you can change it. Well, you autoed, Pauline. There's no way she was having some bloke telling her what to do.
Now,
Switch off display.
look, there's the Cherry Blossom
Please
Motel.
leave the roundabout at the third exit.
Still on there.
Go on, show me how you cancel that
Back.
route guidance. What kind of car reviewers are we?
We can't even work the car.
It's lucky we can get the thing going at all. So viewers, if you hope for a car review, forget it. A bit of banter. It's a car, okay? It's got 4 wheels, it goes really fast.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
It's lovely noise, and it's got these beautiful colours inside.
Yeah, it's very
I
colourful.
can't even work how to turn the blinker off.
You can tell I haven't done my homework on this one.
No, app settings. We don't want any of that.
No, we just want to cancel. Is it touchscreen as well?
Yeah,
No.
it's touchscreen as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll find a way.
shit.
Navigation, right.
I think we got it turned off, Stu.
Now, there's got to be an X button there that says cancel route guidance.
Stop route guidance. Jeez. I knew you'd know how to stop a route.
Oh, it's my specialty.
Right.
We figured it out.
Navigation is not active.
We were trying to get you to stop talking. Looking for stone chips?
No. Radiators down in either side down here, and ducting back into the brakes. That's properly set up in the front.
No fake ducks.
No freight ducts.
They all do something.
No, really real ducts.
Okay. My turn.
Now we'll see the real driver.
Don't patronise me. Oh. Yes, quite. You can feel the vibration from the run flats coming right into the cabin, can't you?
You can. I think that's what it is. They're just too stiff.
Yeah. Can you get ordinary tyres for it? Non-run flats?
Well, you could. Then what would I do if Pauline gets a flat?
It says I'm doing 120 k's an hour, but it feels like about 80.
It feels quite petrifying over here,
Does
especially
it?
with this car overtaking coming at us.
Ah, what did we do?
And he's on a...
Nice one.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time.
I didn't do this, I just did
Oh,
that. How many gears do we have?
we've got 8.
8?
Yep.
Is that enough?
It's got... there you are in 8th there now. See, M8, manual 8. 9.
Yeah, jawohl.
I see nothing. What was that show?
You'd make a good Sergeant Schultz.
That would make it. I'm nearly the right size, isn't it? I see nothing. I see nothing. I see nothing.
It's not fidgety, even though the wheelbase is 2 foot longer than an old 1960s Mini. It still feels reasonably short wheelbase. It still feels really pointy. So you turn it in, and there's this, whoa, you can feel the movement.
It turns.
You can feel the weight in the back of the car, which you can't do in an old Mini.
No, because there wasn't any.
Yeah.
It's actually not that good on fuel, this car, Stewie.
Is that right?
Yeah, not for what you'd expect for us. You know, you have this in your mind that it's a small car. Well, I suppose really it's not. It's a 1,600 kilo,
It's as heavy as a V8 Commodore.
heavy as a V8 Commodore. Exactly right.
Yeah.
So this does sort of 8s, 9s
Okay, that's all right.
for that much kilowatts.
That's better than a V8 Commodore.
We'll try the turning circle out here, Stu.
See how it turns around.
The downshift sounded good. You're right this way.
Yeah. Beautiful. Before you know it, we're almost doing the speed limit.
Almost. In Germany.
It's really fun. Okay, but I just can't get over the price, really. I mean...
Yeah, the base ones, there's 18,000 worth of accessories on this car though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get on the power, you can feel, not torque steer, but you can feel the drive coming through your hands, can't you?
You sure can.
It feels like a front-wheel drive in that sense.
I like the planted corner. So you come into this corner here.
Very small number of turns lock to lock, I think.
Do you like the paddle shift position?
Yeah, I do. You can see I can't help myself. I'm up and down it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's saying, why don't you go to 8th? Okay, I'll go to 8th. There we are, 8th gear. Like 1,600 revs
Yep.
at the national speed limit in 8th gear in a Mini. So that's actually, apart from the tyres, that's quiet. And that's actually better now, isn't it? It's better now it is than at low speeds.
It's good for wind. There's no wind noise. It's reasonably well sealed.
No, that's
You can't hear the wind over the tyre noise. It's excellent.
Yeah.
Good corner here, Stewie, and up the hill. And the brakes, don't they?
They're quite touchy.
They are
on
good.
first. But yeah, this is so fast. Yes, Leadfoot Pauline loves her not-so-little Mini. I can see why. Zippy and pointy and much quicker than anyone expects. And the cutesy retro styling thing, yeah, I get it. Me, I've always loved Minis, but to be honest, for $80,000, I can think of dozens of cars I'd rather buy. But to each their own, and huge thanks to Michael and Pauline again for the experience. Want to see how you went?
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, look, happy fish.
Yeah. More than what I ever got at school. Do you want to see it park itself?
Has it got that?
I reckon it would have. Do you know how to work it?
No.
No,
Do
neither
you?
do I, no.